Y'all are probably gonna hate me so much for ending that last episode on a cliffhanger. I'm gonna get you guys coming back at least, because I really want this build to go well and get a lot of views, because I really like this project a lot. Let me show you what happens. Absolutely perfect. Sounds amazing. Let me go pop the hood. No check engine lights or anything. The temperature seems to be staying pretty good. I haven't let it run for too long and I haven't even moved it yet, but everything looks pretty good. The no dash lights is a very good sign. I think we're good to go. So I think the next test is to take it for a little drive. Make sure it moves well. Make sure it moves at least. All right. Let's see if it even goes into gear. We're moving. You know what? Those tires are kind of low. I need to pump those up. See if the reverse works. Hey, brakes work. Very nice. I wonder if I'll go into four-wheel drive. Put it in 4 low. Ah! I did not like that sound. Oh my. That does not sound really good. Is it not going in? Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. All right. I don't know about that one. We'll work on that when it comes to it. Let's pump to those tires. All right, tires are filled up. Now let's take it for a test drive. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the 4-wheel drive. We'll worry about that later. Let's make sure it does drive. First thing I am noticing is steering not super easy. Ugh. Power steering might be out. Oh no, definitely. It's definitely out. Okay, add that to the list. Is it stuck in 4-wheel drive? It kind of feels like it is, but that might be the power steering. Oh yeah, it's not easy to turn when you're holding the camera too. Brakes sound a little rusty. To be expected.
How's it drive?
All right. Power steering's out. Better. Still pretty low.
It's not on the stick yet.
All right, power steering is better. It was a little low in fluid, more like a lot of low. Don't see it leaking anywhere, but not positive. It still doesn't sound, it's still making noises. So might need a steering pump, not sure. Yeah, it still feels like it's in 4-wheel drive. So I'm gonna go put it in the sand down here, see if it is. Not much sand to work with, but we'll see. Oh no. Okay. That's good. At least I know it's not in four-wheel drive. Let's try putting it in for high, since 4 low is not wanting to work. Yeah, a little stuck. It sucks I don't have four-wheel drive. Yeah, let me see if I can get out. Ugh. I thought it was gonna make it out. Yeah, let me get my dad with the truck. Battery on my GoPro died, so switch to the phone. Yeah, I dug it pretty deep back here. Yeah, I definitely need four-wheel drive. Dad's here with the truck though, so we're gonna pull it out. Oh, I didn't press record. Bummer, but it's out. Not much of a Jeep if it gets stuck in this. It runs, it moves, does not go in four-wheel drive though. Learned the hard way. It also started making a weird ticking sound a little bit ago, but it went away and it didn't go up whenever I revved their engine, so I know it's not anything in the motor. Don't know what it was. Could be something just sitting or power steering pump or something. Speaking of power steering pump, it was low. It was low on fluid and it's still low on fluid. I don't see it leaking anywhere, but need to go to the store and pick up more fluid. Dune likes the Jeep a lot. He's ready to go for a ride. I'm gonna get this thing registered probably tomorrow and drive it around for a little bit, make sure it's all running good, I guess besides the four-wheel drive. Get all that running good, make sure it's working before I put a bunch of money into it. So, doing that tomorrow. I'm not sure where to start in the four-wheel drive. It's not even going into 4 high. It's not making any noise going into 4 high, but it's not working. It's not even going in it. So when I put it in 4 low, it just grinds and I just kick it right back out in neutral because I don't want it messing anything up even more. Don't know where to start on that, so I'm gonna reach out to my buddy who also owns a TJ, ask him what he thinks I should start with, maybe look on some forums, Facebook groups, see what's up, see what I can do. Worst case, replace all that. Best case though, replace all that and then upgrade it, maybe. So let me see what is going on and test some things out. Fill up the power steering fluid up all the way, make sure it's not leaking, figure out a game plan. I don't know what to do. But it's fun. I do enjoy it.
You'll know. Woo! Okay. Actually, go
Uh-huh. That was not easy. That wasn't easy at all. I'm pretty cut up from that. This right here is the shifting linkage to shift it into four-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low, neutral, 2 high, that whole linkage. All this, it is very rusty, very tight, and not to mention this was already a pretty big flaw from the factory. People hate this thing a lot because once you put like a lift kit on this or a body lift or some kind of modification to it, it adjusts it a little too much, and that starts causing problems when you start shifting it. At least that is what I've read online is a major problem with this shifting linkage. Also, it's just a bad design. You may have also noticed that it was very loose when I was shifting it. I had my friend come over with his TJ and we compared the shifting, and his was a lot tighter, shifted a lot more smooth, and mine was wobbling around. It was missing grommets. It was just really rough shape. So to fix that, I replaced it with a cable system. Now there's a lot of cable systems out there. I went with this one because it was the fastest to ship to me. The first one shipped to me in like 2 or 3 days, which is pretty fast, but I ordered the wrong one. I ordered the one for the Rubicon, which I guess they are a little different. So to reorder it, and when I reordered it, it actually took like 2 weeks, so. Let me really get into your head. This is not easy. This took me together probably around 6 or 7 hours. The main reason because of that is this thing is very rusty. A lot of the bolts were not seized, but they were very tight, and it was that, and also all of these bolts are very hard to get to. Like, you couldn't even see a lot of the bracket bolts. You had to do it blind and hopefully get a socket on there, and hopefully it's loose, and a lot of times it was not loose. And that is why I took apart the center console to be able to reach a lot of those bolts. That made it a lot easier. The instructions and videos do not call to do that. It actually calls for you to drop the transmission diff cover plate down there. And the reason I didn't do that is because mine is actually welded on. I'm assuming that is because of the rust. The bolts are still in there, but I don't really know the exact reasoning why someone would weld it on, but I didn't feel like cutting it off and finding out why that was welded on. So I went the harder route and had to get up in there, and it's possible to do it with that plate still on. I did it, but it was not easy. I wasn't able to get very many like angles and camera views of me actually doing this. I don't have a lift, and I don't really have good lighting in here, so I did swap it out. And if you were looking to do this, there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. I watched a few of them, and they had a lot better footage than me. So let's test this out. If we hear any grinding when I switch it, then we probably know it's the transfer case that's the problem. That, or I haven't adjusted it right, but I think I have it adjusted right. So we're testing it out. Four high to start. It's hard to tell, and also when I put it in four-wheel drive, there's supposed to be a light up here that turns on that says it's in four-wheel drive, and it's not coming on. Let's try 4 low. Ooh. Oh yeah, that definitely feels like it's in 4 low. And there's no grinding. Yeah, that definitely feels like it's going into 4-wheel drive, but the light isn't coming on though. Maybe that light's burnt out? I'm not sure. 4 high is kind of hard to tell. I know you're supposed to switch it in 4 high when you're moving a little bit, but it still should go in, I think. I'm not sure. 4 low definitely feels like it's going in. Yeah, I think it's going in. It sounds good. It feels good. Light's not coming on though. I don't know. Do we want to take it down to the lake and test it, or do I want to put it on jack stands and test it? I don't have anyone here to pull me out if I get stuck. I should probably put it on jack stands to start. Yeah. Let me do that. I'm gonna pull it out and then we can put it on jack stands. All right, up on jack stands. Let's test it out. Please work. Hey, that's 4 high. Let's try 4 low. I'm gonna put you up front. They're both spinning though. That's a good sign. All right, 4 low. Don't let me down. Yes. Probably sketchy getting out of this. Yeah, don't ever get out of your car and do this. Yeah, all right. It's all good. That is great news. I'm so happy I didn't do 6 hours of work for nothing. I will be honest, there is one little issue, and I think it's my fault. When I try to shift it back down from 4 low to 2 high, it sometimes gets stuck, and I have to play with it a little bit. I have to switch it back into reverse and then play with it. I think it's because the cable is a little twisted up in there. Now, the only way to fix that is to take it back off and fix the little twist in it. I'll fix that when I go back down there to replace the neutral safety switch and start handling all that rust. But other than that, it works. Very happy. It's all working now. Besides that 4-wheel drive light, it might be burnt out. I don't know if that happens very often. Or could be a sensor down there or something. I'm not really sure how it tells. But the good thing about the Wrangler community is I can probably Google it and find the answer pretty easily. All right, I want to redeem myself. I want to take this back down to the lake and put it in the sand. Make sure it gets out of the sand this time with the 4-wheel drive working. First thing I want to do, I want to remove this top because I haven't been able to drive it without the top off. And I've never taken one off before, so I'm going to learn how to do that. Let's do that and then go test it out. Not to concern anyone, but I smell something burning, and I definitely think it's from my car. I'm not sure what it is, but I made it home. We'll see what it is. It started acting a little funny too. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh man. Yeah, that's a little concerning. Bummer.